Hey everybody, Terrio back at you. Thanks for joining me. Today is a little quick lesson, but a very powerful lesson. This is a cool little gem of an exercise. It's going to help you learn your triads, and it's also going to help you build a little sweep picking technique that is very useful. And you don't have to be Frank Gambale in 1986 with the electric band to pull this off. It's very usable, a lot of things you can get out of this. So essentially, this is what we're going for. I'm going to play the exercise. I'm not going to play it blazing speed. And there's a few variations which I'll show you. Now, this is a beautiful exercise. I love it because you really, like I said, you kill two birds with one stone. You're going to learn the triads going up, harmonized major scale. I'm going to teach you that in a sec. And you're also going to get this nice little picking pattern going with your right hand that you'll be able to take that and utilize it in all kinds of other positions, string groupings. It's going to pay off. All right, so let's start. Basically, all you have to learn is like 3 shapes, triad shapes. You probably already know them, but I'm just going to go ahead and teach you again for those of you that don't. So we're dealing with the key of C major. All right, so when I take just a quick primer, if I take a C major scale and I name those notes, number those notes rather, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is an octave. In Western harmony, triads are built up of the scale tones 1, 3, and 5. So if I take the scale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I take 1, 3, 5, that's C, E, G. C, E, G. There's my 1 chord. If I go to the next scale step, 2, and I apply the same formula, every other note, I get D, F, A. D, F, A. That's where that comes from. That is the 2 chord in C major, D minor. If I continue this throughout the whole scale, the scale with our formula spits out these chords, these triads. So that's C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B, it's a B minor with a flatted 5th, and then a C major octave. Let me go over the fingerings, all right? So let's go back to the original intent here. Now, very important you use these fingerings. I'll show you why in a sec. So to play the 1 chord, the C triad, you use your middle finger, play the C, 3rd string, 5th fret. Middle finger. Ring finger's playing the 3rd, which is E, that is the 5th fret, 2nd string. My first finger is playing the G up on top. That's the 1st string, 3rd fret. All right? Now, the reason I said to use these fingers is because we're going to add the 7th on top, the major 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, B, B. So first thing you need to get under your fingers literally is that. Pretty simple. But then let's look at the right hand. All right, this is a little tricky. These are sweeps. They're called. It's also called economy picking because you're economizing the use of your right hand. 1 downstroke. 1, 2. It's not that. Distinct notes. Kind of like my Big Chief lesson I just posted. It's a lot of that kind of technique. Left hand is lifting off slightly of the note. So here's the pattern that you need to memorize. My right hand. Down, 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 up, down, up, up, up. Down, 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 up, down, up, up, up. For the 2 chord, nothing on the right hand changes. The left hand changes slightly. We facilitate the minor chord by flatting that 3rd. 7th is a flatted 7th. That's C, 8th fret, 1st string. The 3rd is the same, the E minor. F chord, 4, is the same as the 1. Let me isolate these 4 and play it along to the click with the chords behind it so you can hear this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to make those notes even and clear because it is an exercise. It helps sometimes if you angle the pick down a little bit, seems to be. All right, so let's look at the rest of the scale. So we made it up to F. The 5 chord is G7. And that's just the way those notes spit out. So that's a major triad, but it has a flatted 7th. G7. The 6th chord is A minor. Same as the 2 and the 3. 7th chord is our oddball. That is a minor 7, flat 5. B minor 7. That's B minor. Minor 7. Flatted 5th, that's the 5th. So let's finger that. That's B, D, F natural. That's 16th fret, 15th fret, 13th fret. And my pinky's playing. The 7th up on top is the A. That's the 17th fret, 1st string. And then we're back at the octave. Now, there's a couple variations you could do that are kind of cool. Once you get that on your fingers, try this. And what did I do? I went, and instead of repeating the B, I slid up a half step and started my D pattern, D minor shape, descend. Up a whole step, start the E, descend on F. That's a neat one you can do. The cool thing about this is because the harmonized major scale and the triads we're playing all come from the same musical DNA, even though I might be in a different triad shape, as long as we're in that same key and somewhere in that harmonized major scale, one of those chords is happening, it's all going to sound like a little happy family. Some of them will sound a little stronger than others, but listen, you'll hear what I'm talking about. It all sort of makes sense. All right, so we got the exercise part kind of covered. How can you use this to make music? Well, like I just said, these things are all related. So say I had like a juicy A minor 7 chord, and I wanted to solo over that. So I know that, or you should know, the relative minor of C major 7 is A minor 7. Okay? So theoretically, I should be able to play all of those triads out of this shape, this little exercise, over that A minor 7, and it should all make sense. So some will sound a little stronger than others, but check it out. extortion. So you see how it all works, and you could use that for soloing or even rhythm parts. You know, if you had an A minor kind of pedal going, all those little triad shapes are at your disposal. And plus you could audition for electric band if it was still going on, because you'd have that sweep picking. Well, maybe not. All right, I hope you got something out of that today. And you can use it all as you see fit. You know, it all relates to certain aspects of guitar playing, but it is a fundamental. The triads are really great, and this is a different way to sort of tackle the subject. Hey, give me a like, subscribe. I know, blah, 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 but it really helps me out. And I notice even I was checking out the stats, some of my videos, they get to really, really high ratings in views and hours. For some reason, the subs they don't really make sense. I don't know why that is, even though they're popular. So if you like it, please hit the subscribe thing. It really helps out the YouTube thing for me. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Terrio out.